Good morning and welcome to Member Focus Monday. I'm Christina Schaefer, Director of Social Media for HAR, and we have a very special program planned for this morning with two amazing volunteer realtor members who we'll introduce in just a moment. But before we begin, I do want to let everyone know that today's Member Focus Monday and this week's HAR On the Move podcast are sponsored by Engage closer level sponsor Johnson Development. They are one of the nation's leading residential and commercial land development companies. You can visit johnsondevelopment.com for more information about them. But with that, I now want to welcome HAR Engage Advisory Group co-chairs Jay Bradley and Nicole Lopez. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being on the program today. I would like, before we get into everything that our members need to know about the Engage Conference, I would like to do some introductions so that we can learn a little more about each of you. And we can start with you, Jay.
Sounds great. My name is Jay Bradley, broker owner of a local company here in Texas, of course, in Houston. I got started with, my leadership journey by 2017 for TRLP, and then I was 20 under 40 Rising Stars at HAR, and then now I'm on the board of directors for the state and our wonderful association here of Houston. And got some other stuff going as far as different committees and things like that. So just plugged in a little bit with our local real estate.
Just a tad. And what about you, Nicole?
Hey, everyone. My name is Nicole Lopez. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of a big brokerage here in Houston. But most importantly, I am a loyal volunteer here at HAR. I currently sit on the board of directors here for Houston, also the state level, just like Jay. And I'm also very heavily involved in our political advisory group, Tree Pack, and I'm a trustee for them as well.
Very good. And we thank you both for committing your time to HAR and Texas Realtors the way you do. I'm just curious, and we'll start with you on this one, Nicole. What prompted you to get involved as a volunteer with the association?
Yeah, absolutely, Christina. That's a great question. So, back when I got started was with YPN, and I just wanted to be a part of a group of individuals that were like-minded, that were passionate about real estate, but also had a heart for volunteerism and just wanting to make the association, make an impact with the association and make it a better place. And it's already wonderful, as you guys know, but then I got involved with TRLP, just like Jay. We were in the same class, Go 2017. And then from there, got involved with Tree Pack. And it's just been a wonderful way to meet and network with amazing, powerful realtors in our industry, being able to expand my network, and then also being able to give back to the community, which I love.
Wonderful. What about you, Jay?
So the question was, what made me get involved in HAR? So for me, I was one of those realtors that for 17 years, I just really went and made my money and went home. And that was it. And then I realized through doing TRLP and getting involved with YPN, 20 under 40 and doing those things, I was like, wait, there's a lot more behind the scenes that really is to be done. And, and what I've noticed is that it was the same people. And I was like, there needs to be some different people, like different minds bring different thought processes, right? And so it's, once you get behind the scenes and get into some of the leadership and realize that there's so much that goes on and decisions that I was just kind of receiving as a realtor are really made by other realtors behind the scenes. And so this allows us to be a part of that. And also it's just such a collaborative group. I learned things from other leaders. I learned how to be a better leader from other leaders. And there's just so much behind the scenes that goes on that you guys are a major part of as well. I didn't realize how much you guys do. So thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. And that's kind of where my start got.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for sharing that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nicole.
Oh, I was just going to say, we have the best staff here at HAR. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you both. And it does say this in the comments that be on the lookout for opportunities for all of you that are tuned in. Be on the lookout for opportunities to get involved starting in October. So just a few weeks away. We can discuss that more towards the end. So let's talk about HAR Engage. So Nicole, for those who've never attended Engage before, what is HAR Engage?
Oh my goodness, Christina. Well, it is the most amazing conference, I think personally, and I'm biased, that HAR puts on. It is a full day packed with information on not only how to build your business, but to be more mindful as a realtor, to understand legally what's going on in our industry, to understand financially what's going on in our industry, and how to best build your business. This has been a conference that I've attended for years, and I am super excited about this lineup. There's going to be so much value that is brought. And Jay, I think you'll agree with this, that it's just really going to be an impactful and a day filled with so much value for our members.
Great. So go ahead. Were you going to say something, Jay?
No, I'm saying absolutely. I just agree. Concur.
Well, wonderful. So the last 2 years, Engage was virtual, but it is back in person this year with a live streaming option. Jay, what can we expect to learn this year?
Oh my God! No, we haven't. Have we revealed the lineup yet? Fully?
Some of it.
Some of it. Okay. So behind the scenes, this is one of those things.
But all of it's on the website, I should just say.
Yeah. So one of the things that I get excited about is the opportunity to learn. There's so many things that are coming to the table as far as for this conference. And historically, it's been my favorite conference to attend for the year. So I look forward to Engage. I remember one time I didn't get a live ticket. And I literally just went and showed up, and somebody didn't show up, and I was like, I got an extra ticket. So it's one of those that I look forward to. Of course, I might have a little bit of bias as well, but this is way before I was involved in leadership behind the scenes. And so a lot of the things that are major technology shifts in our markets. Shifting our current market is not what it's been for the last 2 years, right? We've got more inventory. We've got 2.5 months of inventory, which we haven't had in well over 2 years. And so for our realtor partners, we need to realize what that means for us when we're doing our daily jobs, setting client expectations, all those things. And there's going to be a lot of technology that will be involved with that part of the process. So we'll learn about that. We'll learn about where the market's changing up right now. And there's a whole lineup, and I almost don't want to give all the information because I feel like there's going to be some amazing surprises. So we've got some headliners that are coming up that are going to be just absolutely showstoppers.
Well, speaking of those headliners, I would like to hear from each of you just which session or speaker, because you mentioned several topics. So which session or speaker are you most excited about hearing from? We can start with you on this, Jay.
You know what? So social media has changed our industry. It just has. And so we have speakers coming in and speak about social media. We have, I believe you're going to be maybe doing a little something. All right. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. And that I think a lot of our realtors really need to understand the power of social media. I'm a little bit of an old dog in this business, so I've been doing this for 22 years. And back then it was Green Sheet, Homes and Land, and the Houston Chronicle. And that was the way that we marketed ourselves. Well, and those were all fee-based, right? Now we have our smartphone that has every single marketing tool that we could imagine for free, and we just need people like you, Christina, to tell us how to use it. So that's what I'm most looking forward to seeing in this current one.
That sounds great. Nicole?
Yeah, so Jay, I'm so glad to be doing this with you because it's going to be proof that you can teach an old dog new tricks. So even though you said you're an old dog, I'm really excited to hear what Grant Harpold has to say as it relates to some of the legal changes that are happening within our industry. I think that just an overview of some of the NAR litigation is going to be very insightful and impactful for our members. I'm also really excited to listen to Tim Hale from Homeward talk about some of the changes in financing. And then also we have our headliner, we have Katie Kosiv and Andrew Dorn. So I'm really excited to hear from both of those amazing individuals. Katie's been a multi-time speaker at Engage. Oh, and I can't forget Jennifer Wahab. She gave this amazing speech at Inman about how to retain or how to make your clients your best friends. And so I'm really excited to hear her share that to our membership because some of those tips and tricks that she gave at Inman, invaluable. And those are some things that we're bringing back to the brokerage and implementing here. And so I can't wait for you guys to hear that.
Wonderful. Just a comment that came in from HAR.com. Jay did not just say green sheet. think you triggered some
Dinosaur.
memories for us. Yes, I can
Dinosaur.
hear the song in my head right now. Well,
Me
great.
too.
Thank you both for sharing that. And we did share the link in the comments for HAR Engage if you want to go see some of the speakers that Jay and Nicole just mentioned, but also the additional speakers that will be there as well. So, Nicole, are there any sponsorship opportunities, and who would be best to take advantage of sponsorship opportunities for Engage?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's definitely opportunities that are available. They are relatively affordable based on the value that you're going to get. The industry's power players are going to be at this event. And so all of our network affiliates, technology partners, if you guys have any interest in sponsoring with HAR Engage, you can reach out to Jay or myself, Lori Carper. Any of the staff here would be more than happy to kind of explore those options with you and see which one will be the best fit financially for your company.
Wonderful. So are there, I'm sorry, Jay, who can attend HAR Engage? Is it only HAR members? And also, how do people register?
Anybody can attend. So that's the cool part about it. But we're just going to keep it strictly for HAR members. We don't want everybody else knowing the secret. No, it's anybody can attend simply by going to har.com/engage. And my recommendation is the live. So if you can get live in front of what people don't really realize that a lot of these conferences, and Nicole knows this more than anybody, the in-person networking. Getting a chance to talk to the speaker and have some interaction, see most of the people that attend these events are your fellow, listing agents, buying agents, and other people that are in your industry, and you want to get around each other. I mean, we spent 2 years not being able to see each other. Everybody's taking a bath, everybody's wearing nice perfume, not too loud, and we can be around each other comfortably in a safe space and get a chance to learn from some of the best in the industry. So go rub elbows with your fellow realtors, get a chance to speak with some of these presenters, and learn in front of people. Now, of course, if you're not able to do that, then of course you can watch the 4 live keynote sessions on streaming, and that's only $25. I think I spent more than that at Starbucks yesterday. But that coffee did not fuel my real estate career. So I think this is a better buy than my Starbucks.
Different kind of fuel there. You mentioned the keynote speakers, and Lori said, ask Christina about Mark Schaefer, no relation. So Mark Schaefer is actually an opening and closing keynote speaker. Nicole mentioned Katie and Bob, who will be our lunch keynotes. But Mark Schaefer, if you two haven't looked him up yet, I think you'll both really like him. He is a globally recognized keynote speaker and a marketing futurist, not just social media marketing in general. So he is going to be excellent. He's giving 2 different sessions, the opening keynote and the closing keynote. So I think everybody's going to enjoy hearing from him. And yes, it is the same last name as me. Yes, it's the same spelling, but as far as we know, we are not related. So I'll just say that.
We're going to do DNA testing on site for both of y'all. So we'll see if there's any overlap.
There we go. That'll be the closing thing for the day, right?
And he does have a really great book. He has the book Known, right? Known versus, and he talks about the differences in being known versus famous, which I think is really awesome. So yes, very excited to hear him speak.
Absolutely. So what would be the benefit? We have people watching live. Some people are going to be watching a replay of this. What would be the benefit of registering for HAR Engage right now? Nicole.
Oh my goodness. The price, right? You get in right now, you can guarantee your ticket. I cannot tell you the number of years I have text messaged Christina the day of the event, because we are realtors and we do everything at the last minute. We wait and we're like, oh my gosh, I don't have a closing today. My closing canceled. I can go to HAR Engage. Well, guess what? The day of the event, you will be lucky. You'll be like Jay, showing up at the event, hoping that somebody doesn't show so you can get in. I have literally had to beg for a ticket for this event before. So don't be like me and Jay. Don't show up at the last minute. don't beg for your tickets. Register now so you can guarantee that you have a seat at this event.
Excellent. Jay, you have anything to add?
My goodness. So we're limited seating on this one, right? We're 400 and something seats. Is that right? Okay. All right. That alone enough. Okay, let's do the math. How many realtors do we have?
48,000?
Let's
40,000?
say, yeah, 500 seats, less than 500 seats,
500 seats, yeah.
40,000 realtors. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Yeah.
Yes, and as Nicole mentioned, the pricing will be going up on October 1st, so it would be in everyone's best interest to do that now. So as we mentioned earlier, the last 2 years, HAR Engage was virtual only. And we have many members that might have attended in the last 2 years that never attended in person before. So what would you say to someone that never attended in person HAR Engage? We'll start with you this time, Jay.
Okay. I think I kind of went over this a little bit earlier, but it's really just getting a chance to see. And, we have a lot of realtors that have only been in for 2 years, right? And so they've never gotten a chance to have this conference and see agents that are from around the city. You may have gone to Inman, you see, agents across the country. You may have gone to, the Texas Realtor Conference. And so you've seen agents across the state, but these are your local agents that you're working deals with, and it's so important when you get a chance to see, a contract come across from somebody that you met at Engage, and you have that already have a little bit of camaraderie, things like that. It's just smoother transactions. Let's do the best for our consumer, get the chance to know each other a little bit, and have these great transactions that people remember for life and that create future business for us. So that's one of the reasons. That's my guilty. I'll raise my hand to it. That's one of the reasons why I go to conferences, just to get a chance to see the other realtors that I'm working with.
Very good. An update, we just crossed the 49,000 member mark for HAR. So even more of a reason to get your ticket today. Nicole, what would you say to someone who's never attended in person to HAR Engage?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's about getting out there, networking, and being the best realtor for your clients and also your colleagues, right? And really understanding what it takes and what the tips and tricks and tools are, because these ideas and this information, this education is coming from seasoned professionals in the industry, those who are presenting. And so this is tried and true information, and this is really leaning towards a lot of the shifts and changes that we've seen in the industry. And so, I think we probably have, I don't know, Christina, maybe 10% of our membership, I'm not sure, that's, like Jay said, been in the industry for 2 years or less. And so this is a great way to get out there, meet your neighbors that are doing real estate with you, and just be a more well-rounded individual, and also give yourself the opportunity to explore the ability to volunteer and serve within the industry, because all of the board members are going to be there. I know Jay and myself obviously will be there, but we're happy to talk to anybody there about those opportunities and volunteer leadership at HAR. So it's great to get out there, talk to people about educational leadership opportunities, and then also just be the best realtor you can be.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I think that should be
Go
the
ahead, Jay.
slogan. That should be the Engage slogan. Be the best realtor you can be.
I like it. So I'm not seeing any questions right now. If you have a question for Jay or Nicole, now is the time to type it in. We are nearing the end. I would love to hear from you both one more time around. Is there anything else? We've talked about a lot today, the conference, about getting involved, about leadership. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our members today? And Nicole, you can go first on this one.
Absolutely. So over the last 2 years, we've had the opportunity to hear our fearless leader, Bob Hale, speak on occasion virtually, but there is nothing quite like seeing him on stage. He's so charismatic, he's so caring, he's so fun, and he is so full of knowledge. Bob has served the association for decades, and he is, reveled as one of the industry's, most poignant leaders and longest standing leaders in the industry. And so if for anything, come out and hear Bob speak. It'll be well worth your while. He is so in tune with technology and things that are happening in the industry. It's ever changing, and so he is amazing, and he is one of the reasons why you should come out and see this.
Yes, wonderful. Great reminder. Jay?
So I don't feel like we've hit the difference in between the virtual ticket and the in-person ticket that much. So the virtual ticket, you've got the 4 sessions, right? Which is great for $25. But you get a chance to see the entire program in person. And so I think there's a considerable difference as far as the value that brings when you come down to being able to be in person. Right now we're at 139, is that right now?
Yes.
Okay. And then tickets go up October 1st, and then they're going to be paying, what's the price that me and Nicole would normally pay the day of?
Well, it's $169, but for you two, it's even more. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, exactly. Oh, you didn't get a ticket again.
It's the day of price. Yeah.
There's a safer fee on top of that.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the things that we need to point out. And I'm really excited about the creative financing part of that. We have to realize that we have higher interest rates than we've had in years. I mean, since 2008. So we've got higher interest rates right now than we've had in a decade. And what happens is that you're going to need creative financing options to create some of these deals, or you're not going to have business. So the fact that we're kind of getting ahead of the curve and giving agents the information that they're going to need a year or 2 years down the road, but they can start shaping their business now, I'm really excited about that.
Excellent. Well, I didn't see any questions coming in, just a lot of people telling you thank you and good morning, great to see you. And Syed just added, it's a great opportunity to be in tune with what's happening with the real estate market right now. And Jenny just said, can you please share the date of this event again?
Oh, yeah. So the event is going to be on Friday, October 14th at the North Conference Center in City Center. So strangely enough, City Center is now basically the center of the city in the Houston metro. So it's easy and accessible to everybody. There's great parking options. So definitely mark your calendars for that day. And again, that's Friday, October 14th at the North Conference Center.
Very good. Well, I don't see any other questions coming in. We did put the link in the chat. So be sure to click that button, get registered today, as Nicole and Jay have shared. Jay, Nicole, I truly appreciate your time this morning going through all of this with us. You are great models of a volunteer, and I'm sure our members are going to be looking for you on October 14th at the conference.
Well, I want them to look out for one more thing. Me and Nicole have some amazing TikTok videos about to come out on HAR. I've been looking forward to those.
Yes. So be sure you're following HAR on all of our social media platforms, because we had some fun in the studio with these two and some creative advertising coming out. So even if you're already registered, be on the lookout for those.
Absolutely. Y'all have an amazing week.
Wonderful. So just a reminder, today's today's Member Focus Monday and this week's HAR On the Move podcast are sponsored by Engage Level Closer, Johnson Development. They're one of the nation's leading residential, commercial, and land development companies. You can visit their website for more information. Next week, I will go ahead and let everyone know, as we all know, September is Realtor Safety Month. So who better to have on our program than Tracy, the safety lady Hawkins? She's been on our program before. She's also going to be teaching a safety boot camp for HAR this month. So we're going to talk about all of that with her next week. So be sure to tune in next Monday at 9 a.m. That is it for this Member Focus Monday. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.